Good. So, she is reading. She will be reading from her copy, and I will be just pointing out from here. Right? Okay. Yes. Continue. First, let me go over there. Then, when she reads, it will be easy. From which you are going to read? From animal tissue. Okay. Animal tissue. Animal tissue. Yes. Please start. It's the animal tissue is given here. Please, what you have written? Will you come this side? Yes. Okay.
Animal tissue are generally classified into four types, and they are epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, connective tissue, and neural tissue. And epithelial tissue has some subcategories. They are squamous epithelium. First of all, I would like to define epithelial tissue. They are attached to the basement membrane at one margin. Their main function is to provide covering, provide protection, secretion, and excretion and absorption. Next one is cubical epithelium. Next one is squamous epithelium. It is made up of flat cells, may be irregular or polygonal, or may be multi-layered, or mainly concerned with protection and filtration. Next one is cubical or cuboidal epithelium. They are composed of single layer of cube-shaped cells located in the ducts of glands, uterus, respiratory tubes, and their major functions is protection, secretion, and absorption. Next one is columnar epithelium. It is composed of a single layer of tall and slender cells, usually found at the inner lining of the stomach and the intestine, and its main function are secretion and absorption. Next one is muscular tissue. Next one is glandular tissue, and it consists of goblet cells that can secrete muscle, mucus, saliva, earwax, and milk. And next one is muscular tissue, and it is made up of long cylindrical fibers arranged in parallel arrays. It is composed of fine fibrils called myofibrils. Cells may be uninucleated or multinucleated. It means it can have only one nucleus in the cell or many nucleus in the cell. Has large intercellular space which is adapted for contraction and relaxation.
That's good. Give her a big round of applause. What is the sound? Yes. So, I want all the students of Anupam to complete the work on time. No excuse at all. Understood or not? Be busy in writing and expressing. Rote learning is useless. You must understand and do work with full interest. Is that clear? Please, Kizal. Thank you very much. You can go. So, students, today what are you going to discuss? Do you know? Today we are discussing about muscular tissue. Which tissue? Muscular tissue. You can see here muscular tissue. So, muscular tissues are of how many types? Three types. What are they? Skeletal muscular tissue, smooth muscular tissue, and cardiac muscular tissue. So, skeletal muscular tissue. What does it mean by skeletal muscular tissue? Means those tissues which are attached to bones. Skeleton means framework of bones, right? So, those tissues which are connected to bones, they are called skeletal muscular tissues. So, some example of skeletal muscular tissues are bicep. What is this? Bicep and tricep. We have already discussed muscular tissues can expand and contract. Contract? Expand. Look at here. When bicep contracts, tricep expands. When bicep expands, tricep contracts. It is said that there are more than 500 muscles in our body. More than 500 muscles, but they are categorized into how many types? Three types, this skeletal muscular tissue. And what is the shape of skeletal muscular tissue? What is the shape? In which shape they are there? Cylindrical in shape. Their shape is cylindrical. See, it is longer one. Just check here. This is cylindrical shape. This is also cylindrical shape, like a cylinder. And they are multinucleated. Means how many nuclei are present here in this cell? Do you know? How many are present here? 1, 2, 3 are present here. 1, 2, 3. If there is presence of one nucleus, come inside. If there is presence of one nucleus, it is called, you close the door, uninucleated. If there are presence of two nuclei, it is called binucleated, but it is polynucleated. And they contain many fibers, muscular fibers. And what is their main function? Their main function is to help in movement of our body parts. Movement of our body parts. We are able to move from one place to another because of muscle. If muscle is removed, if skeletal muscle is removed from our body, then that skeleton does not do any work. Okay? And here we have to remember, these muscles, skeletal muscular tissues are also called voluntary muscle. What are they called? Voluntary muscle. What happened?
Yeah, I've called. They said okay.
Okay, doesn't matter, you must show me to me. Okay, they will bring means it's not the way. When they bring, just bring it and submit to me. Okay, remember. And you did bring your note copy? Bring your note copy and come. I was talking about this. They are called voluntary muscle because we can control them. We can control them. They can be moved with our will, with our interest. See, my hands are moving or not? These muscles are also moving. Not moving. This is the thing. Voluntary muscle. They are called striated muscle. What happened? Sorry? You have to call to your parents to bring copy. How much weak you are, huh? Bring your note copy every day. And you boy, what happened? What's your note copy? Discarded the bicycle. One tanga bicycle is there, just moving here and there. Every day, bring your note copy and do your work. Understood? All right. Come inside. Now, next type of muscle. What is the second type of muscle? What is second type of muscle? Smooth muscle. Okay, smooth muscle. So, smooth. Hello. Skeletal muscles, they are cylindrical, but smooth muscles, they are spindle shaped. In which shape? Spindle shape means their both ends are near about pointed, and at the center, this middle part is flat. This is pointed. See, is it pointed or not? Can you see? This type of structure is called spindle shape. So, they are tapered at the ends. Means see, at end it is pointed. Here also pointed. So here also, just you can see points. Both ends they are pointed, and middle portion is broad. Next thing, these muscles cannot be controlled by our will. We cannot control their function. So where are they located? They are located in digestive tract, like in stomach, small intestine, large intestine, urinary bladder, and iris of eye. Iris means there is one colored ring present in our eye. What is it called? Iris. Okay. And I told you, smooth muscles, they are called, what are they called? Involuntary. Why? Their movement is not control of an individual, means we cannot control their function. Liver, lungs, they also contain, which are muscle? Smooth muscles. But they are not as hard or as strong as striated or skeletal muscles. Now, third type of muscles are, what are they? What are third type muscle? Cardiac muscle. So, cardiac muscle is found only in one organ. What is that? The heart. So, here, when we talk about cardiac muscle, its structure is similar to voluntary muscle and function is similar to involuntary muscle. That means it is the combination of two muscles. What are they? Striated muscles as well as smooth muscles. So walls, they are made up of voluntary muscle, right? But function is involuntary. Can we control the function of heart? So can we say, okay, heart, please don't do work. You beat fast. Can you do? When we do exercise for a long time, then automatically it beats quickly, isn't it? If we are afraid, that at that time also he does it. Actually, heartbeat is connected with our respiration. Yes or no? How much fast we respire, that much fast it beats. So their structure is like striated muscle and function is involuntary. Okay, that these are the three types of muscular tissue. What are they? What are three types of muscular tissue? Skeletal muscular tissue, smooth muscular tissue, and cardiac muscular tissue. Now we have to discuss another tissue. What is here? Connective tissue. Connective. What is it by connective? What does connective mean? What does connective mean? It can connect. It can join. Just like a bridge. Does the bridge join two roads or not? One road comes from one side, another road comes from another side, and they are joined by the help of bridge. If the bridge near to our school is removed, then will you feel easy or difficult? See, you have to go a long distance to cross that river, right? Now, if no more water is flowing, it's okay. But if there is flood, then dangerous or not? So last time there was flood, and I heard one person was driving his motorbike, and along with his motorbike, he entered inside that flood, inside the river, and motorcycle gone somewhere else. He was going somewhere else. Hardly some people they saw, and just helped him to come out of the flood. Nearly his life gone. Dangerous one, right? Okay, so these connective tissues, what do? They connect and provide mechanical support to different tissues and organs. They connect the tissue also. They provide mechanical support. We are able to stand, we are able to eat because of one tissue. Which tissue is here? Here is one kind of tissue, that is bone. Is it hard or not? Right? Not only that, blood is also a kind of tissue. And blood connects different tissues of our body. Does the blood present in our body circulate throughout our body or not? So when it circulates, it is connecting different body parts. Your mind is concentrated towards your ball pen. Focus on studies, I said you. Sometimes putting the ball pen in mouth, sometimes this, that. What is this? So understand the matter, right? So, how many types of connective tissues are there? Could you remember? Three types of connective tissue. What are they? Proper connective tissue, hard connective tissue, and soft or fluid connective tissue. And here are some examples of connective tissue. Here is loose connective tissue or proper connective tissue. What is this? Bone. Bone is hard connective tissue. What is this? Cartilage, hard connective tissue. Blood, fluid connective tissue. So remember. And we had made yesterday one chart about connective tissue, epithelial tissue, muscular tissue. Did you make or not? Could you remember? Four types of animal tissues are. What are they? So first one is epithelial tissue, or simply we can say epithelium also. Epithelial, or what is here? Epithelium. Next one, Muscular. Next one, connective. And next one, nervous. These are the four types of connective tissues. Epithelial we have already discussed. What are they? Pavement or squamous, cuboidal or cubical. What is next one? Columnar. And next one, glandular. These things you have to remember. Muscular tissue are of three types. What are they? Skeletal. Next one, smooth. And next one, cardiac. Right? Connective tissue, they are of three types. What are they? Proper. Next one, hard. Next one, fluid or soft. Proper connective tissue, how many are there? Adipose, areolar, fibrous. In fibrous there is ligament. What is there? Ligament. And what is next one? Tendon. Okay? Tendon. And soft connective tissue, what are they? Blood and lymph. These things you have to remember. How to make chart, how to express in easy way, that is very important. Understand, Master Ashwin? Your handwriting is not up to date. Eh? If you could not improve, every day I will give you 2 page handwriting now onwards. So immediately improve handwriting. There is one saying, good handwriting is the symbol of perfect education. So by observing the handwriting, people they can judge you and your geniusness as well. If you're writing haphazardly means you are not fit for that job. So what to do? So this is the chart of connective tissue. And here, proper connective tissue or loose connective tissue, right? What is the first type of tissue? Proper or loose. So here is given, what is given here? Loose connective tissue is composed of irregular cells. Remember, eh? Irregular cells scattered and embedded in a soft matrix. Here is some liquid. What is there? Liquid. That liquid is called matrix. In that matrix, what type of cells are there? Irregular cells. Some fluid is present. In that fluid, irregular cells are present. So their main duty is to cover internal organs. What do? They cover internal organs and cavities. So they are further divided into three types. What are they? Areolar tissue. What is next? Adipose tissue and fibrous tissue. So what you have to do, you have to highlight at first these main points, and later on you can write in systematic order. Understood or not? Areolar tissue. Look at his face. What are you doing? Why? What happened? What happened to you? Then meow meow. You didn't brush your teeth today or what? Did you brush your teeth today or not? If so, then why are you cleaning right now? Focus. Areolar, adipose, and what is next? What is next? All right. Now see here. Areolar tissue. Where are areolar tissue found? Beneath the skin. Sometimes you might have got cut here, right? So below that, have you seen white matter? Have you seen a little bit white? We cannot cut right now. Otherwise, you could cut and sew, right? So they lie just below the, which one? Sorry? Skin, below the skin. Okay? And they are not only below the skin, around the blood vessels also, and nerves, and in bone marrow also. So these things you have to remember. Next one is, what is here? Adipose tissue. Adipose tissue. So where is it found? Uh, so this is also found beneath the skin, around the kidney and other internal organs. And you might have noticed when we caught the goat, they take out white substance. We call it boso. What is that? That is adipose tissue. What is that? Adipose tissue. Okay. In our body also such type of adipose tissues are there. Next one is, what is next? Fibrous tissue. Fibrous means they are long fiber. They are long fiber. So these fibrous tissues are of two types. What are they? Ligament and tendon. What are the two types of fibrous connective tissue? Ligament and tendon. So this is bone. What is this? Bone. So with this bone, one muscle is connected. This tissue is connected. So what is this tissue called? Tendon. Here, you can see here. Here is muscle, here is white substance. Can you see or not? Muscle and bones, they are connected by one tissue. What is that tissue called? Ligament. So, no, not ligament, tendon. So, the main function of tendon is to connect bone and muscle. What is this? This is striated muscle. What is this? Bone. It is connected by one connective tissue. What is it called? Tendon. What is this? Bone. What is this? These bones are connected by here, right? So what is present here? Ligament. See, there is ligament. So when you eat the leg of chicken, so in between the bones there is a little bit hard part. What do you call it? Ligament, right? There is cartilage also, ligament also. Sometimes they may say, no, oh, my ligament is torn. If the ligament is torn, the bone cannot move at all. It's quite problematic. It pains. Next one is, which tissue? Hard connective tissue or dense connective tissue. So how many types of hard connective tissues are there? Two types. What are they? Cartilage and bone. So which one is hard and which one is soft? Bone is much more harder and cartilage is softer. Where is cartilage located? In our pinna. What is it called? Pinna. It is located in our nose also, here. Right? In trachea, you just feel. Right? Etc. And bones in all whole body. And next one is fluid connective tissue. What are the two types of fluid connective tissue? Blood and lymph. So what does blood contain? It contains mainly plasma, RBC, WBC and platelets. Our blood contains plasma, fluid, RBC. What is the full form of RBC? WBC and very small platelets. And what does blood do? Transport various substances in the body. And lymph is made up of two things. What is that? WBC and plasma. What is that? WBC and plasma. It provides protection against diseases. It fights against disease germs and makes us free from diseases. If it becomes weak, then we fall sick. Right? Now, what is the last tissue? Neural tissue. So, what is the shape of neural tissue? What is the shape of neural tissue? Elongated one. Can you see this one? This drawing is very important. Many times it is asked. You need to draw. Just you go. Okay. So this is neuron or nerve cell. Hello, what do you call it? Neuron or nerve cell. Group of neuron or nerve cells is called nervous tissue. And here we have to remember this part is called cell body. What do you call it? Cell body. And this elongated part is called axon. And just here you can see some dots like structure, they are called synapse. What are they called? Children, look at here. Nerve cell contains two type of fiber. Here are small fibers. Can you see? These small fibers are called, what do you call them? The long fiber is called axon. What do the dendrites do? Dendrites collect the message and send to cell body. They collect message and send to cell body. And what does the axon do? It carries the message away from cell body. Dendrites, many in number. Axon, single, only one. Dendrites collect the message and send to cell body. Axon carries the message away from cell body. Okay? Sorry? Nervous tissue. Nervous tissue is present in whole body. Whole body. Like in animal body also. In birds also. Have you heard brain? Brain is there, right? So not only that, which organisms respond to heat, light, some other things, there is presence of nervous tissue. Okay? So if I call Istara, then you just respond to me or not? How do you respond? Because of nervous tissue. Okay? In plant, nervous tissue is not there, but they have got some sort of responses. They also show some response. Right? You have heard about touch-me-not plant. When you touch the leaf, do they collapse or not? That is a kind of response that is called taxis. What is that called? Taxis. Okay? Mainly these are the things. And what do the nervous tissue do? Nervous tissues carry message from one part to another part. Yes or no? Actually, there are altogether 5 sense organs. They are responsible for collecting the message, and from there, these nerve cells carry message from one place to another place. For example, if Ashwin farts, then Deepak starts closing his nose or not. That is also a kind of response because of nervous tissue. If there is dead Deepak, then no response at all. Yes or no, Deepak? Matter is like that. If Desara brings 1 kg pound and person sees it, then what does he do? So much saliva may be produced in your mouth also. That is also response. It is because of nervous tissue. Okay, please close that one. All right, students. Now everybody read these 3 muscles, 3 tissues: muscular tissue, connective tissue, and nervous tissue. Afterwards, I will give you some tasks. Is that okay? So come on. Okay, Bimali.